in high definition. This is 41 NBC News at 11.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for 41 NBC News at 11. I'm Ariel Schiller. Tucker Sargent has the night off. Our top story tonight at 11, the Bibb County Sheriff's Office is investigating a shooting on Stephen Drive that killed 25-year-old Jessica Reeves. I spoke with a neighbor of Reeves's who saw the aftermath. She shared her heartbreak for Reeves's family. Victoria Dudley woke up Monday afternoon to see the commotion outside of her bedroom window. When she walked outside her door in West Club Apartments, she learned her neighbor, 25-year-old Jessica Reeves, was shot.
When I looked down, when I walked out, I know what I saw. I saw this baby on the ground, and I started to cry because I see this baby laying on the ground. I don't know whether she dead or alive.
Unfortunately, Reeves died from her injuries at the hospital. Sergeant Linda Howard with the Bibb County Sheriff's Office says deputies responded to a call of a female shot at 6:16 Monday night. They're asking for help in solving the case.
Right now, investigators are asking witnesses to come forward to let us know what transpired out here. So the circumstances surrounding this incident is still under investigation.
Dudley says she feels safe most of the time, but to know someone as young as Reeves was killed in her neighborhood is heartbreaking.
25-year-old baby, somebody's child, somebody's daughter, somebody's niece, somebody's cousin. If I hurt this child, this baby have children. These children is motherless now.
She says anyone who knows the person responsible for killing Reeves should come forward. She also has this message for Reeves's killer.
You need to surrender and turn yourself in, because this was wrong what you did. No one deserved to get a call or knock like this. No one does. So the best thing you can do is turn yourself in.
The Bibb County Sheriff's Office ruled the shooting as a death investigation. If you know anything, call the Sheriff's Office at 478-751-7500 or Crime Stoppers at 1-877-68-CRIME. New tonight at 11, the Macon-Bibb County Board of Elections named their recommendation for the election supervisor opening. The motion passed 4-1 to name Kenitra Ford for the position, which opened up earlier this year after the previous election supervisor, Janetta Watson, resigned. We spoke with Board Chair Mike Kaplan, who says Ford has 9 years of experience working with the Board of Elections and is currently working in the Macon District Attorney's Office.
She's dealt with elections. She's dealt with the fun and the pleasure and the passion that comes with elections, and so we're very excited that she was willing to take this job.
Tom Gillen has served as the interim election supervisor since Watson resigned. The Macon-Bibb County Commission will have to vote on their recommendation. He says they're hoping to have her on board by the primary election on May 24th. And speaking of voting, you have less than an hour left to register to vote for the May 24th primary elections. Anyone who has not registered can still do so by midnight through the Secretary of State's office. You just need to have a valid Georgia driver's license or state-issued ID card. People can also check to see if they're registered, or you can update your address and other information. Today is also the first day that counties can send out absentee ballots by mail. You have until May 13th to make that request. And early in-person voting begins May 2nd. In more local news, the Bibb County Sheriff's Office is investigating 2 weekend armed robberies, and both happened on Macon's east side. Take a look at these photos from the Family Dollar on Emory Highway. Deputies say just before 11 o'clock Sunday morning, 2 men with guns entered the store and demanded money. One of the men even fired a shot into the ceiling. After getting the money, they left the scene. Both men wore dark clothing and masks covering their faces. And on Friday night, just before 11 o'clock, a man robbed the Dairy Queen on Gray Highway. Deputies say a store employee was taking out the trash when a man approached with a gun. The suspect walked the employee back into the store and demanded money. After getting cash, he left the scene. Deputies say he was wearing all black with an orange ski mask. If you can help with either case, call Crime Stoppers at 1-877-68-CRIME. In Warner Robins now, investigators are interviewing multiple people after a shootout in a bowling alley parking lot Sunday. According to police, off-duty officers were handling an incident on the east side of the Gold Cup parking lot just after midnight. Then shots were fired on the west side of the lot, and then someone else returned fire. No one was injured, but a vehicle was damaged. The city of Milledgeville is mourning the death of council member Richard Mullins, better known as Boo. City manager Hank Griffith says he got a call on Saturday evening notifying him of the death. Mullins represented District 5 and served as a council member for more than 20 years. Prior to that, he was a captain with the Baldwin County Fire Department. We spoke with Fire Chief Victor Young, who says Mullins was an inspiration to many.
He was a fighter. If he felt like he was right, he gonna fight 100% on something, and he gonna stand his ground. He's not gonna let anyone change his mind if he think he's right. And that's one thing I respect about him, that he was that type of person. He was a true leader.
Our condolences to his family. The scheduled work session for today and the city council meeting scheduled for tomorrow were canceled out of respect for the Mullins family. A Vienna man is hit and killed by a train in Julie County. Vienna police responded to the incident at around 8:30 last night. Police say they found 21-year-old Stantavius Burnham dead at the scene at East Pine Street and North 7th Street. But investigators say the train first hit the man on the tracks between Union and Pine Streets. It's still unknown why Burnham was on the tracks. To school news now, the sole finalist for the Bibb County School District Superintendent opening was in Macon today, touring campuses. Dr. Dan Smith walked through the halls and met with students. Sims has more than 20 years of experience in the education field. We spoke with Dr. Sims, who says he admires current superintendent Dr. Curtis Jones and his strides in the district. And coming from the Atlanta School District as an associate superintendent, Sims told us how he built up that school system.
I believe in we, widening engagement. So every time that I would come into any setting in any school or any setting at the district level, it was about widening the engagement of everybody responsible for what we were trying to do.
Dr. Sims says he's also excited to invest his time in the community, and he wants to answer any questions parents may have. Macon-Bibb Planning and Zoning met this afternoon to discuss a possible solar panel farm. The project would take up nearly 800 acres near Hartley Bridge Road and Mount Pleasant Church Road. The proposed facility would generate over 100 megawatts of electricity. The proposal was met by heavy opposition at Monday's meeting, as nearby residents voiced their concerns.
Will it bring down our power bill? I don't know. I mean, we'll only know once it's built, if it's going to make any effect. I mean, I haven't seen my power bill go down at all in all the years that they've been putting solar panels all over the state. So I don't know.
The board will continue to have conversations about the solar panel farm during its next meeting on May 9th. Cubico is the manufacturer of the project. It plans to hold a town hall meeting next month to address residents and their concerns. And still ahead on 41 NBC News at 11, wildfires continue to burn out west, leaving behind devastation. We'll have the latest after the break. And the GHSA Girls Soccer Playoffs Elite 8 round kicked off today. Arshaz Pirani will have highlights and scores later in sports.
Get news anytime on 41NBC.com and the 41NBC News app. 41NBC. Clear, accurate, to the point. In high definition. This is 41NBC News at 11.
Happening now, wildfires burn across multiple states. The aftermath of torch towns now reveal the damage left behind by relentless and fast-moving flames. A state of emergency has been declared in New Mexico, where the governor said around 20 active wildfires are burning almost half of the state's counties. Cole Higgins has the latest.
It's a race against time in New Mexico. The National Guard has been brought in to help fire crews fight raging infernos as nearly half of the state faces extreme fire danger.
We're basically focused on notifications of people out in front of this thing, communities, getting them ready to potentially evacuate.
We need people to leave areas that have fire warnings. You need to leave.
In Nebraska, a retired fire chief died while helping battle flames scorching the southwest part of the state. Now, Nebraska families are sifting through the ashy ruins of what was once their homes.
It just happened so fast. I had to choose between saving the dogs and saving my kid. That's what it came down to.
Flames destroying nearly everything they had.
I mean, we've worked so hard on our farm to make it what it was, and it's just in minutes, just gone, just absolutely gone.
We sat there and pretty much watched it burn for what we could see through all the wind and smoke and dirt.
In Colorado, flames fueled by fierce winds scorching the earth, threatening one family's ranch and taking the lives of some of their livestock. They say the flames could have been deadlier if they didn't have some help from their neighbors.
They literally saved hundreds of animals' lives at the risk of losing their own lives.
I'm Cole Higgins reporting.
Now it's time to get a look at our weather. Here's 41 NBC AccuWeather Chief Meteorologist Cecilia Reed. Cecilia, I know it's pretty warm outside. How's the weather looking for the rest of the week?
Yeah, we're actually going to get a cool down as we are moving into the next couple of days, but it's not going to come without a little bit of rain at first. So we're looking at a chance for showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. This looking out, though, on a pretty calm evening on the 41 Sky View from Volume Chevrolet in First Sight. Got a look at our timing on those showers and storms for tomorrow, and a look ahead to the rest of the week coming up next.
Welcome back. 29 dogs and puppies rescued from Hancock County are now in Atlanta tonight. The Atlanta Humane Society says its Animal Protection Unit helped Hancock Animal Friends remove a total of 65 dogs living on the property. They say the pet owner was overwhelmed. These are the photos from the Atlanta Animal Rescue Facebook page. The post says many of the dogs require medical attention and behavior support before they can be adopted, and the organization is currently accepting donations. And from puppies to an alligator, the Montezuma Police Department has a warning for families living in the Cole Pond area. The department posted this photo to Facebook warning of an alligator sighting. Officers were dispatched to the Washington Street area in reference to a gator. The department says it has contacted DNR to check the pond, and parents should make sure small kids stay away from the area.
Get it in for Gallinari.
After the break, the Hawks were in action last night, looking to even their series against the Miami Heat. Shaz Karani has highlights next in sports.